Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Whicker. Welcome back to my channel and my craft room. Today I'm making a card for our niece Madison, who recently turned 18. I made it for her over the weekend, so I'm recreating it here for this week's video. This is why I love coming from a big family. I have a lot of reasons to make cards for. Today I'm using this really fun 3D embossing folder and this super cute stitch number die set from Spellbinders. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. Without further ado, let's jump right into the card making. Now let's turn down to the desk and look at the stars for today's show. These are the backgrounds that I have left from the pastel color blend cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. I really hope they get more of these in stock because I only bought one pack and I'm running low, and I love this stuff for creating cards. It really makes a great background. There's so much you can do with them. But I thought I was going to use that pink one, but I'm going to end up using this two-tone blue one. It's really pretty. So I set up my trusty Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine here. This is my favorite. It just works every single time. And we're using the universal plate system to do the embossing. So I just followed the directions on the base platform there to run it through. And there we go. Now check this out as I take it out of the folder. I will have all the supplies that I'm using here in today's video in the description box listed below. Sorry about that. The glass mat was a little bit off and it was driving me nuts. So check this out. Look at this 3D embossing. Isn't that beautiful? I love those balloons. The detail is awesome. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part, the embossing part. So we get out the clear embossing ink and we gently rub it over the raised areas of the panel. And I say gently, but I'm just kind of trying to get all the raised areas as best I can without it getting in between. And then at some point I just gave up and did the whole thing. So now comes in the Hero Arts embossing powder. We're using the sparkle embossing powder, and we just sprinkle that all over the panel, and then we gently shake it off and tap it off the best we can, and then we funnel it back into the container and put that aside. And now we get out our heat tool and we want to heat emboss this, the whole panel. As you can see it melting there in the camera. That looks so pretty. You can see it sparkling. Look at that shine. So nice. So once again, I got out my trusty Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine because we're going to die cut the numbers here from the stitched number set from Spellbinders. This is a great set to personalize your cards with. So I ended up reaching for my favorite gold matte cardstock for the numbers. I thought they would help make the card stand out even more, because you can't never go wrong with that gold matte cardstock. It works every single time and just makes your card stand out. So now we are running the shadow layer through with my Nina Solar White in the 110 pound. And we just followed the instructions on the base platform for the cutting part. So set those aside, and there we have the numbers ready to go. That looks great. So fun to personalize your cards this way. I just love being able to do that. That's why I was looking for ideas the other day and I saw this. I had to have it. So I finally reached for my ink machine. I wanted to do some foiling today for this card. I thought this would work really well with the gold numbers. So I have these bold birthday acetate sentiment strips. They're printed on acetate. And these, because they're toner based, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. This is my first time using them, but I've watched a lot of videos on how to do this. So you want to use the reactive foil. There's certain types of foil that work for certain projects, but this is the reactive foil that works for what I'm doing right now. So this basically is a laminator. So you just have it set for setting 3, and we ran it through real quick. It doesn't take very long to do. And now I open up the plastic there, and look at this. So pretty. Now we have gold sentiment strips. And then I got out my trusty trimmer here and trimming them down to size. I only did a few because I wanted to get down to the happy birthday. I think yep, I used the happy birthday sentiment strip. It's really pretty. This just really makes the card, the gold numbers and this gold foiled strip. Wait till you see it when it comes together at the end. It's just magical. Just trimming down the ends of the sentiment strip. There we go. So pretty. So the cool thing here is I have sentiment strips ready to go for future cards that I will make. And I still have some for other foiling jobs that I will do in the future. So pretty cool. And that's what the card will look like somewhat at the end. Okay, so now it's time to assemble the card together. I reached for my Tombow Extreme Adhesive Runner. I ran out of my Gina K Dot Runner refills. I have those on order. So now I'm just getting out my Score Buddy here to line up the card panel to the card base. I love using those pre-scored card bases. They just are a great time saver. And now I'm getting out the Gina K liquid glue here in the precision bottle. And I'm adding little dots to the back of the number 1 because we're going to add it to the shadow layer. So just filling in a few areas. So I finished adding the liquid glue, and now we're adding the 1 to the shadow layer. It looks so pretty. There's other ways you could step this up. See those holes? That's actually there for stitching. So if you had some embroidery floss, you could stitch the numbers to step it up a notch. I just wanted the numbers, so I didn't do any stitching. There we go, because it looks really cool either way. So now just finishing the number 8 there and adding it to the top of the card with some foam adhesive because we want some dimension to the card. There we go, almost done. So we had a birthday party for my niece Madison on Saturday, and after she opened her gift, she came over to me to let me know that she loved the card that I made for her. She said it was really pretty, and the one that I made for her was a pink to orange background from the pastel color blend cardstock. I did the same thing that I'm making here, but it was a pink to orange. And another sweet comment that I received was from my brother-in-law. He also said that he loves my cards, and he still saves every single one that I made for all of them over the years, which I love to hear. Okay, so now it's time to add some embellishments to the card. Okay, I have a question for you. When do you decide when you don't want to use embellishments? When is enough on your card? Let me know in the comments below. I only say that because I have a hard time finding the right placement for my embellishments on my cards. So I just kind of scattered them about the best that I can. Just to remind y'all, I will have all the products listed in the description box below. And if you see any of the products that you like, I will have the affiliate links included. So make sure to use those when purchasing any of the items. That helps me out a lot. Thank you. A little funny story. I'm using my fingers here to add the embellishments because recently I guess I was pressing too hard with my embellishment wands and the wax tips broke. So I need to order some more of those, the wax tips for my embellishment wands. I noticed they have been out on the Simon Says Stamp website, so hopefully they'll have some more in stock soon. But here's the finished card. I just love how it turned out, so sparkly and shiny. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a great day. Ciao for now.